And it's going to find someone. There you go. Magic Missile is going to be casted on Ursa. Long arrow does it. That's like a 3 or 4 second arrow. And another Shackle Star. 4 stuns on this team. And they are going to give King J the first blood. And that is worth every moment of it. And they are going to probably get the Rune here as well. I want to point out Alchemist went for the boost of speed first. This is a very indicative that the King J will be playing a more of a roaming Alchemist, more of a gank heavy Alchemist. And it's going to give most of the farm 2, 3, 5, 7, which have a lot of restorative, as you can see. Actually, Potom staying at the bottom lane, so they're going to run a Potom Windrunner lane. I don't think that is correct, or that is the way that they had it in plan. I don't know. Well, this is really weird, and I'm not. Yeah, we'll see how it transitions though. Venge is going to hang around in the mid lane, and right after I said that Alchemist is going to be roaming a little bit, he's actually going to go top and solo against the Syllabur, so never mind what I just said. Maybe he'll roam maybe a little bit early in the game. If you're roaming, there's really no reason to get an early boots, but we'll see. And they are going to do a little bit of harass here. One thing I don't like about this Crystal Maiden is that he actually got Frostbite first. I mean, Frostbite definitely a good early skill. It is an actual stun. But because of the cast time, or the cast range of the spell, I think it's a lot better off if you just get Nova Blast. And because it's AoE as well. And Vengeful Spirit gotta be careful because this Windrunner, if you could shackle, well, never mind, Venge and Windrunner is on the same team. I don't know what I'm saying, but it was so very rare we see a Potom in a tri-lane. Because Potom is one of those here that requires the level experience, and if you don't get a lot of kills in a tri-lane, Potom is just not that good of a hero. But it is burning on this Potom, so he is going to be playing a pretty farming oriented Potom. So we'll see how it plays out. Meanwhile, looking at the mid lane here, EHome X line, it's pretty much owning Hi right now. Hi is only a 1-0 creep kill. Meanwhile, 7-4 on that line, and this is what I mean that I think he's definitely the best line solo mid player in the world. Haven't seen anyone done better. So meanwhile, looking at the top lane here, Syllabur sitting at 7-2 to the Alchemist at 4-0. I'm not exactly too worried about the Alchemist because once he picks up a couple of levels, he is going to just lay down that acid spray and just win the lane thoroughly like that. Let's see if he's going to go into a Urn or a Soul Ring or Basilius. We have seen all those 3 of the Mana region item. I mean, all of them are pretty good, but I think Soul Ring is probably the best of the 3. But we'll see exactly what he will choose this year. There is a cast here, and they are going to try to go for the Windrunner. The Windrunner takes some significant damage, but is going to live, salves up, and is going to be okay. And a pretty light action game early, not too much going on. The mid lanes, I mean, X is really harassing like crazy, but we do see another salve and another tango still left on Hi. Meanwhile, a lot of dots flashing in the bottom lane here. Venge does have that illusion rune. I think they could actually go for maybe a Witch Doctor or a or the Crystal Maiden because they're pretty frail HP. And this Ursa, I mean, Ursa is a very offensive hero, but in terms of defensively, he doesn't really have too much. He doesn't offer a stun, has a pretty crappy AoE slow. The only thing he could really do is actually just run at your hero and try to scare you away. Ursa is really good at doing that, but aside from that, we'll see. Ursa's at 11-0, so that's not too bad. Burning at 5-2, Windrunner at 3-2, so they're pretty much splitting this farm. Really don't like having the farm split in a tri-lane because you're going to have 2 heroes that are not really farm, especially if it's your carry player, Burning, playing on the Windrunner here, so playing on the Potom. And they are going to go, they are going to shackle the Ursa. But Windrunner just taking a lot of damage. Looks like she is going to have to go back or is going to get south from the Vengeful Spirit. So there's that. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, a little bit of creep pull doomed by the Alchemist. Alchemist did pick up the Soul Ring. And that is going to help him in terms of having regen and being able to lay down Acid Spray. Goblin's Greed level 1 is picked up and he is going to lay down the Acid Spray. Let me see what level is Acid Spray. Acid Spray level 2. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, there's a lot of initiation. You're going to focus down on the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor does live. Potom very low HP. Did leap out and they're trying to focus down on, oh my god, Windrunner behind the scene, and she is casting her Windrun, but I think, oh, she is on the wrong side of those forests. So Potom doing a little bit of tapping here, but it looks like that Windrunner is going to go down. Luckily, the creeps did pick it up for EHome, so. And I'm starting to see why the Windrunner and Potom both went to the tri-lane, because it is just going to be extremely hard to kill anyone because of the Windrun and the leap ability. And Avenge is gonna try her best to stay behind the Windrunner and Potom, because Windrunner and Potom both have really long range, so they don't really need Avenge to do most of the physical harassment. They only need Avenge to give a threat of stun and whatnot. So this lane is making sense in terms of trying to not give the Ursa the kills, but right now we do see Net and Ice Mage doing an extremely good job, in pressing down the Windrunner and Potom, grabbing themselves an early kill there. And let's see, Ursa did pick up the Ring of Basilius, which is a core item on him, because he will go for that Vlad. Let's see if he's going to go for a Poor Man Shield. He does have 2 Slippers of Agility, and that Poor Man Shield is going to help him a lot in terms of preventing all those physical harassment that is already coming his way. But so far he doesn't look like he needs it, because of the good laning capability of Net and Ice Mage. He's sitting at 24-0, and he's severely out farming the EHome tri-lane. And I know I'm spending a lot of time looking at this tri-lane, because frankly I don't think there's going to be any kill that is going to be happening in the top lane. And mid lane they have both turn level 6. No, Storm is jungling about half a level behind EHome X, and EHome X is going to pick up his Power Treads. Yes, Power Treads finish on EHome, and he does have a lot of mana in terms of being able to kill the Storm. Storm's, I think he's is starting to lose that lane a little bit. He doesn't have his magic bottle, or maybe he's on a chicken. No, he doesn't have his magic bottle yet, and doesn't even have his boots of speed. What is his creep kills? It's only at 14-3. EHome line is at 30 and 15. That's 45 creep kills in 6 minutes. That's just insane. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit is trying to find a rune here, but there's an Invisible Venge gonna follow him around, and that is gonna sniff out a gank attempt on the top lane. Alchemist is gonna go back. Alchemist does have his treads finish, and he is level 7, so he's not gonna die anytime soon. And so far, we do see EHome just holding down their fort in terms of not being a little bit ganked. And if you guys cannot tell, I'm pretty much of a big Chinese, especially EHome fanboy. I will try to be as fair to both teams as possible, but I'm still human. So if I let slip saying that EHome is better or whatnot, that is just because me being a fanboy. Meanwhile, top lane here, a lot of action. They did kill off the Storm Spirit due to a good stun from both the Vengeful Spirit and the Dazzle. So that's enough. We want a bot lane here. There's a Caspian go off. Now Potom is going to come in. Vengeance is going to port in as well. There we go. A Finger Impale is going to get the Ursa, and they are going to get a Crystal Maiden as well. And Crystal Maiden goes down. Let's see if they can go for the Witch Doctor. Is going to be arrow to follow up? No, arrow. No, didn't even go for the arrow. But probably even if the arrow landed, they would not have chased. And that is the power of the ganking squad of EHome. So far, I mean, they should be the one that should be afraid. But Storm Spirit and the Ursa, it's more of a mid-game lineup, so they don't really have to worry about it so far. And because of their surviving power of the leap and wind run, they haven't been dying all too much. And we are seeing the gang. This Venge has been doing pretty good roam. Like, he grabbed Invisible Rune, went top lane, teleported to bot lane. He's just been everywhere on the map. And sooner or later, like Crystal Maiden and Witch Doctor, they're not really good mid-game hero. Yes, the cast is pretty good and the aura is good for the team, but in terms of a fist fight, those two heroes aren't going to be being able to match up against a Venge and a Lion if you want to compare support to support. So I think EHome is pretty much golden. Witch Doctor is... No, Lion is sitting at 49 CS. He's going to get 50 CS before 10 minutes. That's insane. And we do see Invisibility Rune on the Storm Spirit. He does have the point booster first. And we have seen... What's the other Storm Spirit that goes point booster first? I think it was Silvercross from Aeon MUFC. Goes for the Soul Booster, but doesn't finish the Bloodstone. Let's see if Hi is going to be doing pretty much the same. And I think he's going to grab this point booster mostly because he's really afraid for the initiating power of the burst power of the Lion. What is he doing? That is just a feed. It was waiting for the Witch Doctor, but he gotta careful. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he was waiting for Witch Doctor to come in the whole time, but that didn't work out here. Meanwhile, some initiation attempt on the bot lane here. Crystal Maiden forcing the Windrunner away. But yeah, Storm Spirit just stood in the mid lane for a long time, watching EHome Lion getting even more and more CS. Let me see how much gold he has right now. He's sitting at 1,900 gold, so he's gonna get his Blink Dagger probably at the 10-minute mark. That is just insane. And he's doing a significant amount of damage to this mid tower as well. There's some ping attack trying to gank the bottom lane, but this bottom lane is just going to be so hard to gank. Windrunner, Windrun, Leap, and I mean, Bottom does have picked up a belt of giant strength as well, so he's gonna have some little extra HP to work with. And then they are gonna focus around. There is gonna be a cast, a no bounce though, and great shackle shot is gonna just prevent this. Leap, however, is gonna be cast. Let's see if it's gonna be long arrow. Arrow is gonna hit absolutely nothing. Witch Doctor dodge behind the trees, and he is gonna be okay. Meanwhile, looking at top lane to see how people are farming here. Alchemist sitting at 46-3, and Lone Druid not too far behind, 43-11. I gotta say though, that 46-3 is gonna just give the Alchemist a lot more go. Keep in mind that he just finished skilling his Goblin Screed to level 4. So I mean, we all know Ian James Barnett is the math major, and he has told us that Goblin Greed give you not exponential, a linear. Quadratic, there you go, quadratic rate of increasing your farm. So his 40 something gold is 40 something creep kill is a lot more than the Lone Druid's 40 something. And if both of them try to go like a straight relic rush, the Alchemist is gonna beat him to it a lot faster. Alchemist is stopping the way for a Vanguard, and I just missed a kill somewhere at the mid lane. My apology here. A double damage rune Storm Spirit did kill the Vengeful Spirit, and that is going to help him out a little bit. Going back to the Alchemist though, I really like his choice of Vanguard first. Generally, if you're farming really well, you can be a little bit greedy in terms of, oh well, I'm farming pretty well, why don't I just go for the relic first? But against this lineup of the Storm Spirit, against the lineup of the Ursa, they could just blink in and kill you so quickly. So, not a bad idea to get a little bit of extra HP. Looks like there are some ganking attempts from this line. Line did pick up a Blink Dagger, but there is a great Observer Ward being placed by Orange, which, did see the line coming in. Looks like there is a tower denied. On the top lane here, a tower denied, I mean, that's limiting the extra gold that the Scourge is getting, but extra gold is still extra gold. And but still, well done by Extinct denying that tower. Both teams are playing it fairly chill despite having very action-capable heroes. The Blink Dagger line, the Storm Spirit, and it looks like they're going to go for the Potom. Potom is going to just leap out, and we are seeing it's just not going to work. The Cask is okay, right, in terms of stunning once or twice. The Freeze Bite is not going to work against Potom because you can leap out the Freeze Bite, and it doesn't really work well against a Windrunner because you can still cast within the Freeze Bite. So even if the Ursa goes on her, she is going to be miss. So I think EHome has done a great job in terms of lining the tri-lane here. There's a long arrow here, but that arrow was not needed as EHome X is just going to clean up house. And EHome X still hasn't picked up his bottle yet. Let's see if he's going to go for a very, very late bottle. Or maybe he's going to go just for a point booster. That's not a bad way to go about it as well. So let's see. EHome Burning is sitting at 33-6. That's the least creep kill I have ever seen him in. But he is playing in a tri lane and he's splitting the farm with the Windrunner. Windrunner is sitting at 16 and something, 16-6. That's not too bad. Let me see though. Ursa does have his face sweep finish, so he will be moving very quickly. And he's sitting at 63-1. That is some very respectable farm in a tri lane, especially 12 minutes in. That's 5 a minute. That's very, very good farm. And he's actually matching the farm of that Lion. Lion is at 66, so that's, yeah, definitely matching the farm and Lion. But unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get any kills. And Ursa is one of those heroes that really need that early game kill, because you can't really, you can't imagine yourself to CS your way up to a Vlad's Blink Dagger. You gotta get kills here or there. And, because this is good laning by EHome, he hasn't been getting many kills. And there is a teleportation coming in. There is a Storm Spirit coming in. So let's see who are they going to focus. With this Storm Spirit, they could definitely get this Potom if he's not careful. He does spot it. There you go. Potom is going to go for the Windrunner. I gotta say, that might have been the best choice here. As we see that, yes, EHome X line is going to come in and impale a great shackle shot. But there is Ursa coming from behind. I think that Potom is trying his best to juke. Oh, Potom is so gone. Potom is gonna go down to the Ursa. That is 1 kill for the Ursa. But meanwhile, Windrunner going for the Crystal Maiden. Now the Lion in trouble. Another great shackle shot, and they are gonna go. Is there gonna be a power shot? No power shot. Lion goes down, and I think the Windrunner might be going down as well. There is a Nova being classic. Maledict is on the Windrunner. Windrunner goes down to the Dev War. Really well played by Nirvana Malaysia. I gotta say, that might have been a little bit of a bad initiation, going for the Windrunner first. I think the Potom was an easier go, but he didn't want the Potom leap out and went for the Windrunner. Got owned immediately, but the rest of the team for High carry out the game extremely well, so they were a little bit ahead in that kill.